You are tuned in to your dose of positivity. Today, on the dose of positivity, we're going into celebrating your uniqueness and being yourself. So stay tuned.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself, you will survive. Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
Hey, motivators. Welcome into another podcast. If you're new to this channel, I'm Marlene. I'm the content creator for Marlene Motivates. And on this channel, I talk about inspiration, positivity, life lessons, motivation, everything to inspire, to encourage, and to help you to celebrate yourself. So, welcome in. I would love if you're new to this channel to hit that subscribe button. And I'm always welcoming new members. So, you're always welcome to do that. And of course, to all my moderators, thank you, Mod Squad, for holding it down for me. Hey, Donna. Welcome in. How are you doing? Happy Tuesday. I hope everybody is having a great week so far and you're feeling good. You're going through some great things in your life, and we are working on having an exceptional day, week, and life. So let's get right into this topic, everybody. We always talk about all the time about other people, right? And other people always are trying to define success, right? So today we're talking about be your own version of success, your version. So success is going to be about success today. So success is something that we all want, right? We all want to be successful. We all want to be happy and positive and feeling good about ourselves and maintaining a life that we all want. People always talk about having a fantastic life, but they're not willing to do what it takes in order to achieve the success that we want. Success is not going to just fall into our laps. It's not. And for so long, I was always trying to look at somebody else and say, that's success based on what that person is doing or based on what that person has. See, you can't have somebody else's success. You can't have what is somebody else's vision. You can't be somebody else as a personality, as a person who they are. You can't have anybody else's story but yours. And at the end of the day, we have to look at ourselves in the mirror and say, I look at myself, I receive that, I receive every part of me, and I love it. And this is what I'm going to use as my fuel and my fire to get me motivated and going. Hey, Joe, how are you doing? Happy Tuesday. We have to get motivated on our grind to do what is good for us. See, for so long, we look at other people and we say, that's success, that right there, looking at another person and pointing at them. But my question is to you is, what is your own version of success? What's your version? What does success look like to you? Only you can define that. And we have to start looking inside of ourselves and asking ourselves, am I doing everything that I can to receive me, to love me, to have a healthy view of me? See, not all the time when we are thinking about success is a healthy thing. It's toxic because if you are looking at somebody else and saying, I want that, I want to do this, or like this person or that person. No, I want you to look at success that is meant to be for you and shift it and channel it to what is good for you. See, that's where you can elevate at your highest level of potential because you're not trying to get somebody else's success. You're not trying to be like anybody else. You're receiving your story, you're receiving who you are, and you're happy and okay with you. See, most of the time, that starts the problem in inhibiting our own self from our own success. We are inhibiting ourselves from our own success because we're looking at somebody else to define who we are. See, nobody can't give you success in your life unless you want it. See, the question that I have to ask you, and it's a tough one, it's hard, it's difficult, and there's no sugarcoating over here. We're not playing games. We're going to go right to the target. Are you doing everything that you can to be successful in your life? Hey, realists, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. That's a question that we can only ask ourselves. I can't answer it for you. You can only answer it for yourself. Am I doing everything possible to maintain my peace? Am I doing everything possible that I go after my dreams? Are you letting fear inhibit you? Are you letting people inhibit you? Are you letting lack of forgiveness for other people or yourself to stop you from your success? See, I can't give you forgiveness. I can't give you self-love. I can't give you self-compassion, but I can give you the tools to show you how you can live in a successful life. I can only give you the tools, but it's up to each of us to implement it. See, that's where most people, they start off and they take off. Yeah, I'm going for my success. I'm doing my thing. I got this. I'm excited about it. And then that balloon deflates because you find out how hard it's going to be, or you're met with challenges or obstacles, or you're letting other people get in your head and tell you that won't work, or that's stupid and you'll never do that, you can't be that, you're too old, or you're too young, or you have a past, or this or that, or you need to have this, or you need this level of education. No, block out all of the noise from other people. See, it's all of that outside noise that comes from other people. See, it's all of that outside white noise that gets you distracted, and you start listening to it and you start feeding into it. And then you start believing it. See, that is where you're going to meet your demise. That is where you're going to go all the way down and crash and burn. You are always going to crash and burn when you start leveling your success, leveling who you are based on what somebody else has. See, other people's story is not yours. Hey, wellness, welcome in. Happy Tuesday to you. See, somebody else's story is not yours. Your story is not mine. My backstory is not yours. My pain is not your pain. Everybody has different things that may cause them to take two steps back or to be slow about doing certain things or have some trust issues. But we have to confront our issues, get peace with our issues, forgive and heal that so that we can go forward. See, I want you all to go forward. See, we stand still, we drag our feet, we procrastinate, we become lazy, we become distracted. We let all of those things bog us down like a boulder on our head, in our heart. See, when in our head we start to become convinced that we can't do, see that battle that's already locked, that door is closed. You can't do anything if you believe you can't. See, it first starts off in your mind. I believe in my success. I believe in my potential. I'm going places. And when you are convinced of that in your mind, and then you let your life, your actions follow your thinking. It's wonderful to be excited about something, to be motivated, but we got to do more than be motivated about getting what we want. See, I'm speaking to everybody who is in the sound of my voice. Anything out there that you want, you can have. It doesn't matter what you've been through. It doesn't matter what you are going through. It doesn't matter who believes in you. It doesn't matter who supports you. When some vision is in your head, in your mind, is something that you're constantly thinking about. I want this. I want this. You can have it. Hey, Six Bows, welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Every single thing that you want in your life, every single thing that you want, you can have it. But the question is to get to your level of success, whatever that is. What are you doing right now on today in order to have it? What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm not talking about your kids, your mama, your auntie, your friends, people that you know, what you see on social media. I'm talking about you as a person. I'm speaking to your head and your heart. What are you willing to do in order to have what you want? See, I want you to have your level. See, your level of success is not going to look like mine. Hey, Riaz. Happy Tuesday. Your success is not going to look like mine, and mine is not going to look like yours. See, we got to find our own version. What fulfills you? What gives you peace? What gives you joy? And you got to work hard to do more of that. You got to work hard to be more of that, to accept more of that, to love yourself for that. See, most people aren't willing to even say this. Celebrate your wins. Most people don't know how to do that. Most people don't know how to do that. And it doesn't matter how small it is to you. It doesn't matter if other people think it's nothing. If you overcame something big or major in your personality, you healed from something, I want you to go ahead and celebrate yourself for that. Because it's not easy to forgive people. It's not easy to let go. It's not easy to try when you have fear. It is not easy. And anybody who says that it's easy to go after your hustle and your grind, they're lying. It's not easy. It's very frustrating. You have setbacks, but don't let your setbacks stop you from getting to your next level. Sometimes we slow down, but all it takes is you making a commitment in your mind to put your foot back on the gas. You know, one of the hardest things when it comes to getting started back, for example, say you want to get back to the gym, isn't the hardest thing to do is to put on your workout clothes or to put on your sneakers? That's usually the first thing. And I will say to you all too, to get to your level of success, you got to start with some small things. And then when you start doing the small things, celebrate that. Tell yourself, I'm proud of you for doing that. I know that that was hard. I know that you're tired, but it will be worth it in the end. It will be worth it in the end. People don't understand when you're hustling, especially when you're on your grind to be an entrepreneur. You're juggling your day job, plus you're juggling your hustle. What is your real passion and your the real reason why you're here, your reason for living and being and breathing. See, if you always continue to feed other people's dreams, you never get a chance to fuel your own. So you got to ignite that fire and passion for what you want to do. Yeah, you're tired right now, but it will be worth it in another year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. You can say, I'm so glad I made the decision to launch my dreams. You got to get behind your own dreams. You got to get behind your own success. And sometimes that means shutting out all of the noise, even a lot of times the own noise that we have in our own mind. See, sometimes we're convinced in ourselves that, this is what my mama did, my daddy did, my cousin did. Everybody I know has never done anything like I'm about to do. But that doesn't mean that you won't be successful at it. There always has to be somebody to be a trailblazer. And I want you to say to yourself, I am a trailblazer to my success. I am a trailblazer to my success. It doesn't matter how many people are doing what you want to do. It doesn't matter if you have a lot of successful mentors and people backing you and supporting you. Remember, at the end of the day, you are your best friend. And we do have to work on that as human beings, as strong men, as strong women. We have to start feeding ourselves, even if everybody draws away from me, even if nobody believes in my dream, even if not one person supports me. I support myself because I'm my own best friend. And I want somebody to say that for me in the chat. I am my own best friend. See, when we're our own best friend, you don't need anybody to give you your bravo, your kudos, the I'm proud of you. We can speak that over our own life. And I want you to speak that over your life. If you're not having the success that you want, you're not getting fed and nourished and supported and highlighted and everything that you need as a good human being. Give that to yourself. We have to stop waiting for other people to validate us and for us to evaluate ourselves. See, it's in that evaluation when we go inside of our own head and we do those mental health check-ins. Am I okay? Am I doing okay? Am I happy? Am I allowing other people to disturb my peace? Am I believing in my worth and my power, my gift and my talent? Now everybody here is the boom, but am I using what is my God-given talent? Am I using what is my God-given talent? See, what your talent is not my talent. And I've learned that looking at my talent and being proud of my talent and elevating it and smiling at my talent and knowing that's the reason why I have to wake up every day, that's mine. It doesn't mean that yours isn't good, but we got to stop looking at other people's talent and subtracting it from ours. Oh, I can't do it like them, or I don't have the amount monetarily that they do, or I don't have the health that somebody else has. See what you have, use what you have according to your talents and your gifts, and you use it. Use it. And we all know the saying, if you don't use it, you'll lose it. So don't be afraid. See, we're talking about our own successes in our life. And you got to be your own version of that, whatever that looks like to you. Maybe starting small. Maybe it is working on your self esteem. Maybe it's working on stop procrastinating. Maybe it's working on following through. Maybe it's working on giving yourself on the back, being proud of yourself. It's okay to be proud of yourself. It's not arrogance. It does not make you selfish. It means that you love yourself. And if more people learned to love themselves more, elevate themselves more, go after what they want instead of trying to get and have and compare what somebody else has to what you have. See, at this very moment, on this very day that I'm speaking to you, it was a long, hard, bumpy road, many, many bumps in the road where I thought that I was not successful because of somebody else. Oh, of course, if you compare yourself to somebody else, you're always going to feel deficient. You're going to feel less. You're going to feel like you're nobody. See, and that's the problem. We have to stop looking to somebody else and then define ourselves by those standards. See, your standards is not mine. Your standard is not mine. You haven't been through what I've been through. You weren't there when I was at my zero, my rock bottom, when I experienced my traumas, when this person did this to you, when this person backstabbed me, when I didn't have two nickels in the bank. But I rose up from that. See, sometimes all we have to do is look up because you may be in that spot. Maybe a few months ago, maybe even on today, you may be at your rock bottom and you feel that you can't endure that. Well, how can I start? How can I do this? See, you have to be willing to make the change inside of you. Nobody can do that but you. See, you have to give yourself permission to be successful. And I had to speak that over my life and believe it. I had to believe that thing, that I was deserving of success, that I could have it, that I could be it, that I could love myself exactly where I was in my life and for what I was, because I was going to use my gifts in order to bless other people. See, and you have to understand when you're not using your gifts, when you're sitting on it, when you're holding back, when you're pulling back, when you're questioning your enlightenment, your talent, you stop allowing blessings to come to you. Don't allow anybody to stop your blessings. What blessings that is out there for you, it's yours to have. See, nobody can't take my blessing. You can't have it. And what blessing is there for you, nobody can take it. But you have to be ready and willing to see it. That's my blessing. Reach out and grab it, take it in, and then this is my blessing, and I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it to elevate my life, to elevate my power, to show other people I know my worth. I know my talent. Not only do I know it, but I believe it. Question for you all. Do you believe in your talent? There's some talented people out there. I've seen it with my own two eyes. But they're blinded by all of the pain, all the trauma, what other people have said, what other people have done to them. And they're just in a mess. They're in a hard situation. It's a hard place to be in when you're in that dark hole, you're down that rabbit hole. But it's you that has to choose that I don't want to think this way. I don't want to be this way. Let's see, I want to be successful. I want to love myself. I want to use my talent. I want to use my gift. I want to go places. I want to do things. And we got to stop waiting for other people in order for us to get where we need to go. See, I know this is a word for somebody. You are not going to get where you want to go if you are waiting on somebody else to go there with you. Some places that you have to go in your life is a road that you need to walk alone. See, amen. See, on that's what we're speaking about. There's some places that you need to go that is not a two-person road, a three-person road. Where you have to go is a road for you and you alone. And that hurt me for a long time. Where you have to go is a place for you to go and for you to go alone. Don't be scared to walk that road alone. Don't be scared to walk that road alone. I know a lot of times when you're scared to do something, you want somebody to be there supporting you, holding your hand, telling that you can do it. But we sometimes have to be strong within ourselves and say, I need to be strong right now. I need to believe in myself right now. I need to love myself right now. I need to believe in myself right now because I can do this because I got it. You know why? Because you're not alone in doing it. Whatever is your belief system, know that your higher power is strong and strong enough to get you to where you need to go. See, if you don't have enough faith, see, that faith will get you through any obstacle, through any pain, through any struggle, to any deficiency that you believe that you have. But you got to act on your dreams. You can't just say, I have this dream and this goal, and you're doing nothing about it. The real question is how. See, you have to define that. And your why will tell you that. Your why will tell you. And if your why isn't big enough, you can't answer that question. See, when your why is big enough, and we got to learn to be more specific with our dreams. We got to be more specific with our goals, more specific with our hopes. See, when we're specific, we know how, what, when, where, why. We know an end date. You know, on this date, I've even gone into my goals. I know what I'm going to be wearing when I achieve that thing. See, you got to go all the way in. I'm giving myself until this time to do this, this, and this on this date. And I'm going to meet this person. I'm going to go this place. See, until you're specific, until you can visualize yourself in that moment, doing and being what you want. Your why isn't specific enough. Your why doesn't have enough reach. And that's usually the problem with most, why they can't get to their success is because they their reach their reach it isn't specific enough. They haven't let themselves go all the way there. And until you allow yourself to go all the way there, you don't know. You can't know and understand how you can do it, why you can do it. See, first you got to know what's your why. Then you got to get behind who is going to help me get there. Is it just me? How is it going to be funded? Where am I going to go? What is my demographic? All of those things. When you start more specific, how much does it cost? Where am I going to go? How long is it going to take? The more specific you are in your goals, getting to achieving your dreams, see, that's how we make our dreams our reality. When you know how, why, what, when, what's your fire for it? You got to have a fire behind your passion, or that passion is going to be extinguished. See, I want success for all of you. You all deserve it. You all deserve success, but it has to come from inside of you. And I want you all to know everything is not for everyone. What somebody else may be doing, and you look at it and you say, I think that sounds like a good idea. But is it for you? Not everything that everyone else is doing does not mean that it's good for you. I see this all the time on social media. One person does it, then another person does it, another person does it. Get your own grind, get your own thing, get your own thing that when you look at it, you say, yes, this is me. This is me. This is my personality. This is everything I'm about. And then go for it with fire. Don't be afraid and hold back. Be yourself, put your spin on it. See, that's how you're going after your hopes and your dreams, and you're meeting with success because you're not afraid. See, motivators, I want you to know that when you want something, when you're motivated about it, when you believe in yourself, when you know this is mine, there is nothing anybody else will say or do that is going to stop you from having what you want. Not one person can stop a person who is on fire for their dreams. It doesn't matter what somebody else says. It doesn't matter what other people are doing. It could be a million people doing it, but nobody is going to do it like you. Just like nobody is going to do it like me. Nobody can have your personality. Nobody can have your story. You got to be yourself, be authentic, genuine, real, and put all of that behind whatever it is that you are doing. See, we have to learn to turn up the fire in our life. You got to turn up that fire, make that thing blaze, and go for it. Go for it. Go for it. But like I say all the time, you got to celebrate your uniqueness, yours. The fingers pointed at yourself. Celebrate who you are. Celebrate your wins. Put your spin on it and do your thing. I know you got an idea inside of you. I know you got a passion inside of you. And too many of us are holding back far too long. Procrastination, laziness, fear, doubt, thinking we can't get to it because of our financial situation. If you really want to do something and the only thing that is holding you back is money, you don't have a problem. You know how many people are willing to fund dreams like the one that you may have? But have you asked for it? Who have you asked? See, we may ask people to help us and support us, but a lot of times we're not asking the right people. We got to widen our scope, widen the people who we're looking up to. You may not be looking up to the right people. You got to broaden and widen your perspective. Reach out to the right people. See, it's strength in numbers. Get you a good mentor. And that mentor is going to be like, yeah, you got it. Because one thing that people will see is passion. And if you don't have a passion for what you're doing, you need to do something else. That's just point blank at the end of the day. Honesty, real talk, truth, all of it. See, we got to learn to embrace who we are, be okay with it, love ourselves, how we are, where we are, what we've been through, and don't be afraid. See, this life is about your version of success, what you want, you as a person, as a human being, as a man, as a woman, as a child of God. See, we forget that sometimes when we're struggling, when you're going through a difficulty, when you're grinding and hustling, going after what you want. You just think that it's you and you're alone in this world. And that couldn't be furthest from the truth. I know somebody needs to hear that. You're going after it all on your own, and you have to understand there's so many things available for you. The Holy Spirit, the right kind of support system, mentors. Use the tools that are available to you. Holy Spirit is always there. Prayer is always there. But you have to use those things. You have to ask for those things. And then you have to act on what you know and what you believe. All I can do is give you the knowledge, give you the tools, tell you turn up your fire, tell you believe in yourself, tell you you are somebody, tell you you can have and do anything that you want When I say anything, I mean anything. See, we limit ourselves and we say the sky's the limit. I believe beyond that. It's not even the sky. It's you can go as far as you want to go. But you're the only one can do it. And we got to stop listening to our own self sometimes. I have to tell myself that no, that's not good thinking. No, we're not thinking that way. No, we believe in ourselves. And I even have to tell myself to my inner child. I tell my inner child and I say, little girl, go and sit down. Little girl, we've healed from that. No, we're not going back to where we were. And you may need to do that sometimes. Tell the little child inside of you, your inner child, no, we're not doing that anymore. We're not that person anymore. See, we're healed and I forgive that part of me. I forgive what that person has done to me. See, because now is my time. And I want you to say that to yourself. Now is my time to meet my success. Now is time for me to walk the road that God has for me, the road that God has for you. But you got to believe that thing. You have to believe it. You have to put in the action. See, we have to actualize our potential. Do you know you have the potential inside of you? If you haven't, you've been schooled today. You have the potential inside of you. Now, next, you got to believe it and then use it. Be your own version of success. Love yourself for who you are, where you are, what you've been through, and don't let anybody tell you any differently. You are somebody. You are smart. You are capable. You are worthy. And you are somebody of importance. We have to put more of that out in the world because it doesn't matter what you have been through, gone through, what people say, the people who have backstabbed you, people who don't support you. But at the end of the day, what are you thinking and doing for yourself? I'm just here to give you the tools from the motivational toolbox. I am Marlene and I am the content creator for Marlene Motivates. And on this channel, I talk about inspiration, positivity, self-love, compassion, story times, all to inspire you, to encourage you to live your fullest potential. Know you're somebody, know your worth, and act like you believe it. I thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope you will be inspired to go after your success after today. It doesn't matter all the times that you gave up, but it's about what you're willing to do today in order to get everything that you want. And I will see you guys on the next one.
Forgive me, I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you? Forgive me, I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you? Ooh, hey.
yourself, you will survive.